If you walk down the narrow hallway of the old Pinecrest apartments, you'll notice something unusual. The walls are faded, the lights hum softly, and the whole place feels like a quiet secret. But the most mysterious thing of all is not the building itself, it's Room 5. For over 40 years, every family that lived inside that simple, square-shaped apartment welcomed children, every one of them girls, and every one of them born with bright, unmistakable red hair. People whispered about it for decades. Some said it was a blessing. Others said it was a curse. But no one truly knew. And this story explores the truth behind that strange room, and the unforgettable families who lived inside it. The first family to move into Room 5 was the Harlows. They were young, hopeful, and newly married. The room was small, but they were poor and had dreams bigger than their pockets. 1 year later, they welcomed a baby girl. Her hair. It wasn't brown like her mother's. It wasn't black like her father's. It was bright red, glowing like copper in the sun. The doctor laughed and said, "Well, looks like she came with a spark." But when the second child arrived, another girl, with the same red hair, the doctor didn't laugh. He stared at the parents strangely, almost puzzled. "What kind of ancestry do you have?" he asked. "None that includes red hair," the father answered. Soon, people around the neighborhood murmured about it. Yet the Harlows never questioned it too deeply. Their daughters grew strong, intelligent, confident, almost as if the room itself was shaping them. They lived happily, until the day they moved out. But that was only the beginning. After the Harlows came the East family. An African couple, dark-skinned, joyful, and expecting twins. When the babies arrived, both were girls. And their hair was a deep auburn red, glowing in the sunlight like embers. The nurses were speechless. The parents were shocked. But it didn't end there. The twins grew up talented, gifted, unusually insightful for their age. It was almost as if they carried something ancient within them, something powerful. Whispers began circulating through Pinecrest. Room 5 is strange. Something's happening in there. No boy has ever been born in that room. And all the girls have red hair. Some feared it. Some admired it. Some wanted to move far away from it. Yet families kept coming, and the pattern continued. As the years passed, more families lived in Room 5. And every time, the same outcome. Always a girl. Always red hair. Always something extraordinary about her. These young girls grew up to be leaders, artists, thinkers, healers, women who changed lives wherever they went. People said Room 5 felt warm. They said the air felt alive. They said the moment you walked in, you felt as if someone, something, was watching over you. One old woman who lived just next door claimed she heard a soft humming every night, like a lullaby sung by a woman she could never find. But no one had answers. Until the day Amelia came. Amelia was different. She was quiet, gentle, and carried a worn notebook everywhere she went. She traveled across cities studying strange miracles, unexplained patterns, and ancient stories passed down through generations. When she learned about Room 5, curiosity pulled her toward it like a magnet. She rented the apartment, promising herself she would uncover its mystery. But Amelia wasn't married. She wasn't planning on having children. She had come only to observe. On her very first night inside Room 5, she had a dream. She saw a woman with long, flowing red hair, wrapped in a soft white gown. Her face glowed with peace, yet her eyes carried sadness. The woman spoke softly. "Your word forgot me. But I did not forget my daughters." Amelia woke up trembling. She knew this wasn't just a dream. Something had called out to her. Amelia spent days searching through old books, newspaper archives, and historical records. Finally, she found a legend forgotten by time, one rarely spoken, hidden deep in ancient folklore. It was the story of Mara, a wise red-haired healer from a distant kingdom long ago. She devoted her life to protecting families, tending to the sick, comforting the broken, and defending the helpless. Her kindness became known everywhere. But jealousy grew in the heart of the powerful. Her gifts frightened them. Her compassion challenged them. And so, they cast her out. As she left her homeland, Mara whispered a vow. Wherever a family needs strength, wherever daughters need courage, wherever love must continue, my spirit will dwell. Some said she vanished into the wind. Others said she became a guardian spirit. But most forgot her name entirely. Until room 5. Amelia realized the truth: the presence in room 5 wasn't a curse at all. It was Mara, keeping her vow. One evening, Amelia sat in the quiet of the room. The window was open. A breeze drifted in gently. And then she heard it, the same soft lullaby the old neighbor had described. The air shimmered. The room felt warmer. And the figure from her dream appeared again, peaceful, glowing, red hair flowing like living light. Mara spoke. This place remembers love. This place protects the daughters of the world. Those born here inherit courage, strength, and wisdom. They carry my mark, not a curse, but a gift. Amelia dared to ask, why only girls? Mara smiled gently. Because the world often silences them. But here, they are born with voices that cannot be dimmed. And then the spirit faded like dust carried by the wind. Amelia knew the secret must be kept. Not hidden, but respected. Room 5 was not strange. It was sacred. Months later, Amelia moved out, leaving a small note hidden in a drawer. Room 5 is watched over. Treat it with love. The next family to move in was the Ramos family. Warm. Kind. Young. Expecting their first child. 9 months passed. The day arrived. And just like all the others, a girl was born. With a full head of bright red hair. Eyes full of light. A cry full of strength. The nurse said, she has a presence about her. Her mother held her close and whispered, you're special. I don't know why, but I can feel it. And somewhere, maybe in the breeze, maybe in the walls, or maybe simply in the heart of the room, Mara smiled. Today, people still wonder why every girl born in room 5 has red hair. Some say it's genetics. Some say it's coincidence. Some say it's an old wives' tale. But those who lived there, those who held their daughters in the quiet of that room, those who felt the warmth in the walls, they know something deeper. Room 5 is a place where courage begins, where a forgotten guardian keeps her promise, and where every daughter is born carrying a spark of ancient strength. Not a curse. Not a mystery. A legacy. A legacy passed down through every red-haired girl born in the quiet, humble space known simply as Room 5.